Jai Swaminarayan. Good morning to all. Today I am going to start poem number 6 and Jennifer's Tigers. This poem is written by Adrienne Rich. So, before starting the poem, let's know about the poet. Adrienne Rich, 1929, was born in Baltimore, Maryland, USA. She is widely known for her involvement in contemporary women's movement. As a poet and theorist, she has published 19 volumes of poetry, 3 collections of essays, and other writings. A strong resistance to racism and militarism echoes through her work. The poem Aunt Jennifer's Tigers addresses the constraints of married life a woman experiences. So, in this poem, poet wants to tell us about a woman whose name is Aunt Jennifer. In this poem, she has tried to explore the inner feelings of a woman, also in living under the dominance of man. Aunt Jennifer wishes to express herself through artistic creations as she is trapped in an abusive marriage. This poetry describes her inner feelings, conveying the contrast, the constant terror she is living in. So, let's start the poem. First stanza. Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance across a screen, bright topaz, denizens of a world of green. They do not fear the man beneath a tree. They pace in sleek, chivalric certainty. So here, prance means jumping forward with confidence, and bright topaz means shining stone with yellowish color or a transparent yellow stone used in jewelry. So here, in this poem, is talking about a feeling of lady, Aunt Jennifer, whom author addresses as Aunt Jennifer. The lady is embroidering a piece of cloth that is tightened on a screen. The pattern shows tigers who are moving and jumping around all over the fabric. They are like bright yellow like the topaz stone. The green forest is their home. They are the proud and fearless citizens of the forest. There is a contrast between tigers and Aunt Jennifer's life. The tigers are fearless, but the lady, Aunt Jennifer, embroidering them, is not brave. Her wish to live a free, fearless life is indicated by her choice of design like tigers. They look elegant, shining, and full of gentleman's grace. The word denizens expresses that they are proud of their home. They feel safe there and have a feeling of belongingness attached to it. Chivalric means courageous. Chivalric means courageous, brave. So, by creation, chivalry, in her tigers, Aunt Jennifer expresses what she herself deeply desires. In the second stanza, Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool find even the ivory needle hard to pull. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding bands sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. So here in this stanza, poet Adrienne Rich wants to tell us that Aunt Jennifer's fingers are trembling because she is afraid that her husband might come and see her making that tapestry. Here fluttering means to move in quick irregular motions as if being agitated. So she is feared by her husband. She is scared that he would scold her for sitting idle and wasting her time. She defines the needle so hard to pull because her fingers are tired of working, fluttering endlessly all through her life. Uncle's wedding band that he gave to her at the time of marriage is on her hand. She is still burdened by the weight of the ring. Here weight means encirclement or trapping that has fallen upon her by getting married to him. She has been burdened by the obligations of married life, has become the man's property. Its heaviness symbolizes the oppression that she feels in her marriage. It's not the actual band that's making her afraid, but everything that the band symbolizes: her marriage, her husband, and the patriarchal society that limits the freedom of woman. And last stanza, when Aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie, still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. The tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing, proud and unafraid. Here, Ordeals means extremely severe experience, and prouncing means to move around proudly. Probably, Aunt Jennifer's ordeal will end upon her death, when her frightened shaking tigers will be put to rest. But even after death, the ring shall remain on her hand, signifying that her husband's rule over her is not yet over. Aunt Jennifer, though, is not so free. The speaker tells us about the metaphorical weight of her wedding band. When Aunt Jennifer dies, she will still wear the ring that symbolizes the marriage that trapped her. After her death, the desire of freedom and fearlessness shall remain alive in the tigers she has embroidered. They are strong and have no fears, and Jennifer will be immortalized through her art. So, here poet discuss about Aunt Jennifer's life and her fear and her marriage experience. So, our poem is over here. Let's talk about the literary devices used in this poem. First literary device used in this poem is metaphor. Metaphor is a figure of speech that compass two different things without the use of the term like or as. Here in this poem it is used in these lines. Bright topaz denizens of a world of green. Second is alliteration. Alliteration means the repetition of an initial consonant sound. Here in this poem it is used in fingers fluttering. Here F sound is repeated, fingers and fluttering. And second, prancing proud. Here P sound is repeated. Third is hyperbole. Hyperbole means an extravagant statement, the use of exaggerated terms for the purpose of emphasis or highlighted effect. So in this line it is used. First, find even the ivory needle hard to pull, because Aunt Jennifer's hand is fluttering and she feels hard for the ivory needles, to use the ivory needles. Second, the massive weight of uncle's wedding band. See here, massive weight means uncle's wedding band. She wear a ring at her marriage. Last, paradox. Paradox means a statement that appears to contradict itself. So, in this line it is used, still ringed with ordeals, she was mastered by. She was mastered by means here uncle. So, mastered is used for her husband. So, here our poem is over. Thank you.